He's holding his hands up. He's praying to the SRM gods. That's how you show them praise, and then they reward you greatly. Isn't N64 emulation especially shitty somehow currently? There's a couple pretty decent 64 emulation solutions, but a lot of them are pretty bad. Project 64, I think, only works with like games compiled by the official SDK or something like that, because of the way it looks for stuff to recompile. Something like that. I can't remember. But I think Newpin, BizHawk. What else is there? There's also that like hardware accurate 64 emulator that's in the works. Those are all like decent, but they all have their issues. Want to get more people into speedrunning? Make it more accessible. Yeah, I agree. And we're, as I was saying earlier, we're eventually going to hit the issue where getting physical media for speedruns for older consoles is going to become impossible. And so we'll have to work on a rule set that works for emulation for these games that are getting harder and harder to access, or they deteriorate over time, stuff like that. Luckily for us, well, I mean, like, eventually Wii's are going to become inaccessible. It might take like 30 years or something, but soon enough we might not have a console to run Ocarina of Time on. You think emulator is fine? I don't like the notion that people will say they won't run if they can't post a time. Just do runs if you like. I don't know. It still feels really nice to be able to share your runs and put them in a place where other people can see it. And it's very motivating as well. Even though it necessarily shouldn't be the main motivator, it helps a lot. And closing that access just because someone doesn't have like physical media or like or they don't have access to a way to run a game is sort of, I feel like it can be expanded on and made better. And I like the 5 to 10% rule, but it should be made wider to where it's not just Project 64 with default settings. And they should like come up with a list of easily accessible emulation and alternative loading methods that they can allow for leaderboards that use that 5 to 10% rule. The Wii will be around after the apocalypse with how many is sold. I could see it. Also, they last forever. You could throw one off of a building and it'd probably still be fine. The case would get cracked, but I'm sure the internals would be fine. PJ64 is accessible, but you can't do movie night route with it. Certain glitches crash with it. Can't do GIM, I don't think. Or like you can't do current GIM route. There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't work with it. If I remember correctly. Yeah, you can do movie route with Dolphin, but it's not allowed on the leaderboards. Only Project 64 is allowed on the leaderboards. I don't even know if you can do SRM, like age change SRM with it. Mr. Cheese would probably know if you can do age change SRM with Project 64. But like a lot of EC exclusives, like Deku Stick with Adult on B, can't do that in Project 64. Or maybe you can. I can't remember. It's a 64 crash. Okay, that's what I thought. But you can do it on VC, but emulating VC with Dolphin, not allowed. That's pretty good pace. Use that food energy to speedrun. Besides another pit wall. I don't know if you can start bringing that sort of stuff into the argument. Is where shit getting hella expensive? Yeah, it is really, really expensive now for 64. 64 emulation does suck though, unfortunately. Get your vitamins for the world record runs. It's the issue that emulating can destroy games and pastimes. 5% could be way too high. Come on, dude. Also, I think that the lineup was really bad. So this might not work. Just put emu as its own category? I guess. That could be something, maybe. It could be maybe stuck in extensions, but it's like... adding a whole new category just for emulator might be a bit too much. Nice. I think I can actually push it a little bit more. So I'll do a couple more runs. I'd say let's do 25, 30 minutes more in runs, but that's good. That was goal time. I had a lot of time wasted in the crawl space. A low 7.2x would be really nice for leaderboards, because then you could get a decent amount of seconds underneath. But let's see, that's probably going to be like 726.3. So let's see what we've got now for the lowest possible time for Master Quest leaderboards, because it's within 5%. 26.3 or 60 plus 7 times 1.05. So we can get 1 times 60. 748.6 on the leaderboard right now. So that's good. We can probably push that down a little bit more.